falling through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Hey yo, what up guys? It's Ace Uchiha here, and we're back with another video again. So, we all know Naruto just took out all of them in one hit. So I was like, wow. Like, bro, how? Hinata knows Naruto, so she didn't really do this, but she still congratulated him to make it more like she didn't know. Anyway, after he defeated the Chunin, he tied them to a tree to be taken by Hunter and stuff like that. They continued on their way, and by this time, Hinata spotted a bunny. It was white fur, and everyone knew, except for Sasuke. Regardless, Naruto acted like a dope and said sorry to it and tried getting it to not fit. And then he noticed something. Sasuke is in a lot of trouble. Guys, look at this, he says. It's a white rabbit. Someone must have been keeping it indoors. It's a distraction. Just then, a sword flies by. Naruto, being how strong he is, grabs the sword out of the air and slams it on the ground. Zabuza, not knowing that the sword is gone, doesn't jump onto the sword. He falls straight flat on his face. Because he thought the sword was going to cut into the tree. Anyway, after Zabuza falls straight flat on his face, Naruto does a seal to keep him there. And they instantly get Zabuza. Now, they leave Zabuza in the seal with a shadow clone keeping the seal there. At this point, everyone was like amazed by how Naruto is. Just how cool he is. He's just doing all that with one, not even looking. He's just doing it. Anyway. So they continue on with the bridge builder. And then Kakashi and Naruto say at the same time, this is not a B rank mission. This has got to be at least an A rank. That was a Jonin. I cannot read the feet of Jonin. Don't get you cocky, dog. Sasuke said. I know you're my friend, but... Dude, I thought you were stupid for the longest time. And they decide to continue on with the thing. Now, the Naruto things come by. I'm still gonna have the arc for this. They find Zabuza gone. Not where they said he would be. Zabuza had escaped. So they continue on to the bridge because they're all like, well, we could still do this. This can't be much worse than the Jonin. I'm not gonna have a Kage or a Elite Jonin on my ass. Right. So they go to the bridge. They, at this point, do not know that Zabuza escaped. So they're not gonna see it coming. Though Naruto has a feeling he might have. So he tells Sasuke he'll teach him tree climbing. Sasuke has a trouble getting this down. He keeps barging off the tree or slipping off. Puts way too much chakra on his feet. Ends up cutting the tree with his feet. No, Sasuke, you're supposed to do it like this. He doesn't even do a hand seal and puts his foot on the tree. He walks up it, and he doesn't fall off. Sasuke's like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. It's funny. So, Sasuke, when he sees this, is like, what the... How did he do that? At this point, Sasuke is dumb, so he puts his foot on the tree and falls straight off, flat on his back. Naruto begins to laugh. He says, Doofus, you're supposed to put chakra in your feet. I can do it without hand seals because I've been practicing. Oh. He says. So, Sasuke watches what's happening to his feet. Okay, now I got it. He puts chakra into his feet, fails again, and again, and again, and again, and then finally gets it. Good job, Sasuke. Finally walked up a tree. Yeah, let's go! Sasuke says. Now at this point, they're gonna go help with the bridge building. Anyway, at this point, they're gonna help with the bridge building, and then Zabuza is going to appear in the fog. Naruto is gonna be there because honestly, he's not gonna sleep in. He didn't train for an entire night. Sasuke did. But Sasuke doesn't show up. When they get into the ice mirrors, Naruto does this cool jutsu. It's dragon, boar, dog, tiger, monkey, dog, boar, tiger, dragon. Kidding. It's lightning dragon. He does the Kirin and destroys all of the ice mirrors, goes into KCM and punches Haku into a wall. Since he doesn't know her backstory, his backstory, he's not going to be gentle. He's just gonna go boom, smashes her face to the wall of the bridge, and just does it a million times until she's dead. At this point, Kakashi and Zabuza were actually still fighting. So, Kakashi had his ninja hounds on Zabuza. It was attacking Zabuza. So, Naruto does a Winjutsu. Forgot the name of that jutsu. It just wind breakthrough, and the mist clears. When he clears the mist, he sees Zabuza and Kakashi fighting. Kakashi would win this one because Haku's already dead. He's not going to jump in front of the Raikiri like he did in canon. Kakashi smashes the Raikiri into Zabuza, and Zabuza dies. Shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to do a what if here. Sorry, it's just my brother. Anyway. Just my brother. Anyway. Let's get back. Where were we? Anyway, then the thugs appear. This boy Sasuke's already there. When he sees everything already defeated, he decides, well, I guess I'll defeat these thugs. Sasuke runs through the thugs and just punches them. And then Naruto says, get back, Sasuke. He does the Kirin and kills all of them. But destroys the bridge, so it's gonna take longer. He kills all of them. Easily. So, at this point, they are going back to the Leaf now, and when they get back to the Leaf, the bridge is still called Great Naruto Bridge, because he freaking rocks, obviously, in this one. So, when they get back to the village, they, Kakashi tells them that he entered them into the Chunin exams. They're like, what the frick are the Chunin exams? Kakashi tells them that the Chunin exams are how you can become Chunin. You win the Chunin exams. So instantly, Naruto and Sasuke Hinata raised her hand and say, I want to enter the Chunin exams. Since, Hinata is going to enter the Chunin exams. And this one, she's more like she was in Shippuden than she is in canon. She hasn't fully mastered the Twin Line Fist, but she's fully mastered her. She has a pure Byakugan, unlike Neji. So she can instantly kill Neji. Insta-kill Neji. Anyway, so they go to the Chunin exams the next day, and they see an illusion, a genjutsu. Naruto breaks everyone in the hallway out of the genjutsu. The Chunin who was trying to test the getting said, you weren't supposed to do that, but that was awesome. He puts up the genjutsu again for the next genin here coming through. The guy who was trying to get through in his team was called Rock Lee. Now, I know that he wants to fight Sasuke, but at this point, because he saw Naruto do that, he wants to fight the legendary Naruto. So, he tells Naruto to meet him before the Chunin exam starts. So, when they start to battle, Naruto automatically copies all of his taijutsu and instantly hits him to the floor. And Lee's like, how the frick did he do that? You don't have Sharingan, because obviously he's got his genjutsu on. Wait a minute, Sasuke says. He breaks the genjutsu. And honestly, he's surprised. This guy is my family? What the frick? He's from the Uchiha clan. Why did he ever tell me this? Because my father said not to. Jiraiya also said not to. But everyone else said not to. So I kept this from you for the longest time. But yes, I'm part of your family. I am Uchiha. My grandfather is Madara Uchiha. That's how I'm an Uchiha. Because my dad's dad was an Uchiha. And that's how I'm such a prodigy of an Uchiha. Because, well, you know why. Madara was the most best Uchiha, and I'm related to him. So, I'm related to him by blood. Instead of just by being in his family. Since he made you guys by a jutsu, mostly. So you're saying Minato, your father, was an Uchiha? Yes, he was an Uchiha. Can't even show you the Gumball fan that I found. It's my grandfather's. And this point, Sasuke goes up and hugs Naruto. I'm not the only Uchiha alive. That's why I felt such a strong connection. And Hinata is surprised, but also not at the same time. I mean, it felt like it sometimes that he had Sharingan and stuff like that. At this point, Naruto's probably never going to unlock his Mangekyo Sharingan, being how strong he is right now. So, let's Okay, so they go to the first shooting exam. I forgot the guy's name, but it doesn't matter. The proctor, forgot his name again. Says they have to do a written test, and if they cheat, they get caught cheating 3 times. They're disqualified. So, and the teams who have less than 10 points are also disqualified. So, there will also be a 11th, 10th question that if they answer it and get it wrong, they will be disqualified for life. And if they answer it and get it right, they'll move on no matter how much answers they have. So anyway. So they start the test, and Naruto immediately realizes that the moral of the story was to cheat and not get caught. So Hinata is sitting next to him, and Hinata reveals her paper just a little bit. Just so we could, see it and go off of it. And he says, Hinata, what? No, wait, Hinata wouldn't be close to him because Hinata's in his team. So they would already know how to work together. Anyway. Sakura is sitting next to him, and he asks Sakura, hey, can I cheat off your paper? The moral of the story is to cheat. No. Kiba is sitting next to him on his other side, and Kiba just reveals his paper. 1 point for Kiba. Never mind, let's use Sharingan. He puts a genjutsu on and uses a Sharingan to copy a pencil's movement from one of the Chunin. And look at that, he got all of the answers right. So, he already knew some of the answers, so he got them already to, 30 points, bro. The 11th question was, will you take the 11th question? He said, yes, I don't never give up. And he passed. Everyone else passed flying colors too. Moving on to the second shooting exam. The valley in the Forest of Death. Uncle Mitarashi, yes, I do know this proctor. Said for them to find another scroll and they could kill. Honestly. They could be killed as well. So, when Akara and Mitarashi said go, Naruto immediately went to the nearest person he saw with the scroll, because he could see with the Sharingan. Got the scroll super easily, as he could hear Hirshin, because of his father. He hear Hirshin and got the scroll. Like a yellow flash. And then boom, he was back. What he did then was he Hirshin to the tower with his friends, with his teammates. And they were the fastest one there. They were the first one there. The second one, like a day later, it was Gaara's team. And then all those in canon. So, like, the reason it was a day later is because they had the scroll that Naruto wanted, and he took their scroll, so Gaara's gonna have beef with him. Anyway. The preliminary. Okay, so at the preliminary, at the preliminary. Anyway, Naruto was up against, we'll say not Kiba. Let's say we're putting them up against each other. It's gonna be Naruto and Sasuke. Because I want the fight to be awesome. Anyway. Since Naruto already knows all the crap, before the preliminary... No, it's gonna be after. Anyway. So... Naruto immediately takes out Sasuke. He's just one punch in the face. On his hands with a Hiroshin. Instant fade. Next up was Neji versus Hinata. You already know who's gonna win though. So Hinata went into her unfinished gentle step twin like fist. It instantly bodied Neji. Next up is... Well, Sasuke already failed, so next up is Lee against... We'll pin Lee against... Tenten, I guess. Lee and Tenten knew how to work together, so they didn't really know if they wanted to win or lose, so... Tenten let Lee kick her butt. So, after the preliminaries, there was like a lot of people who still survived, so they went through the third shooting exam, which was a tournament. Naruto was up against Gaara. Hinata was up against, we'll say, Lee. You already know who's going to win against those two. So, since Gaara is a perfect Jinchuriki, technically, because he can go into his Jinchuriki state, and go to his tail-big state. I don't really know how I want to play this to play out. So, Naruto and Gaara start battling, and since they have a lot in common, it's like a friendly battle, kind of. But Gaara is mad at him for taking his girl, so he does land a few punches on his face. But after that, Gaara just lets him win. Honestly, he forfeits the match. So Naruto won. Now Lee against Hinata is a different story. You don't really know who's going to win against them. And honestly, it was a close call, but in my brain, I can only think of one way Lee could win. So, I'm going to say Hinata won this one. Considering she has gentle step between the right fist. She hasn't perfected it yet, but she still has it. So, moving on, we're gonna go to before the Chain Exams 3, Naruto learned a new summoning jutsu.